now day 101 of the vlog, and it is Ultra Week. So we are on to Monday. Got my Huel, putting it on the cereal, so having a lot of protein essentially. In terms of today, I want to go shopping. I also want to try my head torch, my backpack a bit, and wear them for extended periods of time, just to kind of feel how they'll feel over a set number of hours, because I haven't really used them, and maybe just see how long my torch charges for as well, because I don't actually know how long it lasts. I've not really tested it enough. So going to do that today. Also going to look at some gym stereotypes, because obviously I go to the gym a lot, and you always see sort of certain people do certain things, and if you've never been to a gym, you probably have some assumptions as well. So we're going to sort of act out a few and see how true they really are. But before we do that, get my breakfast down me and get on with the day. Right to the top. Actually wearing a vest to the gym today. Look at this. I never wear this top as well. I'm never a huge fan of vests, but I thought I would today just because, obviously all the muscle men at the gym, they all wear vests, so I thought I might join the crowd as we're doing stereotypes today. Anyway, the 10 stereotypes I've got. The grunter is 1. Mirror selfie is 2. Social butterfly 3. Equipment hoarder 4. 5 is the cardio bunny. 6 machine hog. 7 gym couple. 8 shaker bottle guy. 9 big bottle. And 10, I can't even read my own handwriting, machine spray guy. So we're going to look at those today. I'm not going to do them at the gym just because I might get some weird stares, but we'll do them later on. But I'm going to go do my gym workout first, be a typical stereotypical gym goer as I am anyway, one who goes all the time, super active. Just basically see how true I think these are later. But let's get my workout done. Not so much now, taking a step back. Hamstring is a lot better today, so I'm really now I'm getting it right. Don't take any risks. So it's going to be cross-trainer stuff and bits like that. But let's get on with that and then get on with the day. Now, obviously, machine sprays, not that sort of spray, but there are a lot of people that do spray down the machines. And first of all, I think it's a good thing that people do, because it's kind of being considerate, isn't it? If you've been sweaty on a machine or whatever, it's nice that someone's actually decided to wipe it down for you as well. I think since COVID, it's particularly been more noticeable. So people are just sit on the machine, they've not even been sweating. And it's actually really to avoid passing on germs. And to be honest with you, particularly now having an ultra this weekend, very glad when people are, because if you've been coughing or you haven't felt well, it's just considerate of others. As I said, I've kind of made a bit of a joke of it spraying so much, and people do, but said if it's a case of trying to avoid being ill, if that's really a stereotype to be seen as a negative thing, I don't think it is. I said I appreciate when people do actually tidy up and clean the machines after themselves, because as I said, you don't want to be sitting on a sweaty seat. So yes, maybe it does happen. It does happen, definitely, and it's certainly happened more since COVID, but I'm very grateful people do that, particularly if you're doing an event or, you don't want to miss something and they're passing on germs. So yes, thank you to those that clean machines. Yes, you do get a lot of people that pose in front of mirrors at the gym. But to be honest, I say, again, to me, it doesn't bother me. They're not being noisy. They're not being disturbing. They're not taking up any sort of space that affects me. And ultimately, again, during these vlogs, I've done a bit of a before and after. When I was really thin, I was taking a picture of my arm, and more recent photos, my arms looked hopefully a little bit more muscular. So I think it's just sometimes a way of people just showing their own progress, and they're not afraid to kind of do it in a public setting. But again, whenever I've spoken to people that pose in front of a mirror at the gym, they're not self-centered, really. As I said, ultimately, I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of your progress. If you've been working hard in the gym, whatever, be proud of it. As I said, it doesn't bother me. Again, I can see why some people don't like it, but I won't be tensing in front of a mirror, mind you. I won't be, and I struggled to do that gym today because I didn't want anyone to spot me. But if you feel comfortable doing it, that's fine by me. Again, they're not noisy, they're not disturbing me. So if it's a stereotype that's a negative one, then so be it. I think it's just personal preference, but it certainly hasn't put me off going to the gym. Cardio bunny. Well, that is definitely me. And actually, again, it can be quite hard to motivate yourself to go on a treadmill or cross train for so long. But again, ultimately, as long as it's not too busy, I think it's okay. I think this one can be a little bit annoying at times. I remember in my last gym, there was a sign on the machines that said 20 minutes max. And then some people would be on it for 2 hours. And it's the only machine at the gym that of that type. And if you want to go on it, it can be a little bit inconsiderate. But I think as long as you're aware that, you've been on it a while or said there's loads of the same machines free, go on it as long as you can or as long as you want to and enjoy yourself. It's up to you. It's your workout. It's your fitness plan. We all have different goals. Not everyone's doing an ultra there and not everyone's going to do some sort of training for a certain event. They're just going for a social. Absolutely fine. As I said, as long as you're aware that whatever you're using might be wanted by others, if it's busy, it doesn't bother me. And I don't think it's enough of a reason for me to go, I'm not going to that gym. So, yeah, that's my opinion anyway. It's not mixed enough. Right, another 2 reps to go. So do you get people at the gym that shake their bottles a lot? Yes, you do. I have to say you do. And obviously you've seen in the vlogs that I've been doing this recently as well. And, to be honest, it doesn't bother me now, certainly since I've started doing it anyway. But again, as long as whatever you're using works for you, that's fine. I don't think it's as common as people think. There's a lot around protein at the moment. It's just kind of the way society is now. Everything's focused on having protein and whatever. Again, if you think it's going to be really noisy and disturbing of others, if I thought it was going to be annoying to someone, I'd probably just walk away and find a space in the gym where I'm not making so much noise. So again, it just kind of goes back to it. Be considerate of others if you're at the gym. Just be aware that what you might be doing might be noisy or disruptive or inconsiderate. And as long as you do that, I don't think anyone's really going to care if you're shaking a bottle. Yeah, I know I've got this 8, 9, 10. Oh, we've done it. Couple goals. High 5. Your turn now. We'll do legs. We'll do some squats. Do all squat. That's it. Go on. Keep going. Yes. Hold it. 5 more seconds. Yes. Well done, you. Fantastic. Brilliant. Well done. Ho. We are the best couple here at the gym. I love it. Well done. Sort of couples at the gym. Do you get quite a lot of fitness couples? To be honest, I have seen them before, and a lot of them, again, are absolutely fine. They just go around together, and it doesn't really bother me. I know some people find it really irritating, but I think if you're so wrapped up in your own workout, you don't particularly notice it. I think probably what I notice more is you tend to get sort of people 17, 18 years old that go in groups. And again, as I said, it's really good if you're signing up for a gym to go with someone. I think that is a big incentive for gyms. So of course you're going to see couples there as well. But again, I've never found them disruptive or affecting my workout. Sometimes I actually quite like the fact couples go together because they tend to just go to one machine rather than if it's 2 separate people who might take up 2 machines. So it's a good way to motivate yourself. So yeah, I mean, I always got my fitness buddy with me at some point, whether that's on a walk or a run. Oh, hi Kevin, you're right. Didn't know you were here. I was just speaking to Andy. Yeah, Andy's here as well. Yeah, we were just talking about the local road race. How did you find it yesterday? You enjoyed it? Yeah. Yeah, no, I enjoyed doing it as well, to be honest. I'll tell you a little story actually. I had a really sore knee lately and yeah, it was really, really painful. And yeah, I started the race, I was okay. And then sort of 1K in, I started to feel it inflame a tiny, tiny bit. But apart from that, it was okay. By about 2K though, I could barely move. But then there was a lovely lady who had an ice pack, and I just used it actually at the time, and yeah, it just got swelling down. And then I got to 2.5K, and no, I felt all right then. I mean, I walked probably enough for 2K, about 4.5K, and then oh, I forgot to say about 3K as well, didn't I? Yeah, then I got to like 7K, and I saw my wife over in the crowd, and she gave me some little jelly babies, and it was really nice actually. It was a really well supported event, and it was really nice. And oh, did I tell you as well? Obviously, I've seen Andy. Did you see Michael? You didn't see Michael yesterday? Oh yeah, he's back. Yeah, Michael was telling me actually. We should go out for a meal at some point. Oh, you want to do your next rep? Yeah, that's fine. No, I know. That's right. I'm going to go and have a little chat with Michelle. She's here as well. So, yeah, it's good to catch up with you anyway. And I better do some exercise at some point myself, I guess. I've been here too bad. I haven't done anything yet. Anyway, catch you later. Oh, when I next see you, though, we'll talk about the 8 to 10K that I did at the last or two bits, because I've got a funny story about that as well. So, yeah, I'll catch you later. Cheers. Social butterflies at the gym. Yes, you do. I think this is probably one of the most common ones I do see, so it's not really a stereotype. This is reality. To be honest with you, you've got to remember there'd be some people that go to the gym that live at home who don't really, maybe they may not have a partner, they live on their own, and they just not have that social interaction. That's what the gym is good for as well. I think a lot of people have this feeling that you go to a gym, everyone's very serious. Actually, I don't find that is the case. You find there's a lot, depends on what gyms you go into as well. Some are more designed for, lifting weights, and others are more cardio based. I tend to find the more cardio based ones have an older type of gym goer, and they're very sociable. There's about 5 or 6 people who I've never met or didn't know before the gym who always say hi to me and just ask how I'm getting on. Again, it's just that community feel. I really like that. If I had £1 million, I still wouldn't have a gym at home. I'd still have a gym membership because I think it's good to get out and talk to people. Obviously, it's good to do a workout at the same time as well. And I do know sometimes when you've been talking to someone, half an hour, 45 minutes does go by, but that's just people being friendly. I don't think that's unique to gym goers. And let's be honest, if it's nice that people are making the effort to talk to you as well. We don't want it to be really serious, and I think that puts people off more than anything. So keep going, social butterflies. I don't mind it. Oh, sorry, were you planning to go on the treadmill? Yeah, sorry, no, I am using it. Yeah, that's my bottle on there. Yeah, so I'm just doing supersets, so yeah, sorry about that. Do apologise. Oh, sorry, yeah, no, me again. No, I'm still using this balance board. That's my towel over it, actually. Yeah, every time I got on the treadmill, I just sort of do like 5 minutes off it because, yeah, I just need to keep up my balance, really. So, yeah, I'll only be about 10-15 more minutes probably with it, and same with the treadmill. Do apologise. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Hope you find something in a minute. Just going to stop you there. Yeah, no, this is actually my hat and headphones. Yeah, I just need to use the resistant bands and foam roller because I can't miss leg day, and if I don't do this, I can't continue with leg day. So again, I'll probably be about 25 minutes with this stuff. Is that all right? Yeah, cheers. Sorry about that. Equipment hoarders. Do you get a lot of people that do that? To be honest, yes and no. Not probably quite as much as using like 3 different bits of equipment. But you get a lot of people talk about things like supersets. To be honest with you, again, I think as long as you're aware of what's around you, I think if someone wants to use it and is saying, oh, can I use that? And you're using 2 machines, I would say, sorry, yes, of course you can. You can always come back to it later on. But I know as a gym goer myself, and if you go to a gym, everyone's a stickler for routine. They go on the same machines for the same length of time, same days of the week and whatever. And it's very hard to kind of think, oh, I need to go and use that at a different time now because this is what I always do. And if I don't do it this time, But yeah, sometimes just stepping back, and as I said, just being nice, being aware that you might be taking someone else's spot. If you're not doing it for long, just 5 minutes, fine, in my opinion. But I said it's all about being considerate of others. I think these stereotypes are only really noticed when when it's affecting someone else. And actually, a lot of these you don't have to affect anyone else, as long as you, as I said, you just keep into your own space and you're polite. And if anyone asks, you just let them use it. It's fine. As I said, I think gyms on the whole are very friendly places. Marathon paces between sets, so you do get a lot of people that do tend to walk around like this after they've done a set. And actually it's based on sort of the science, really. So they're not just walking around for the sake of it. Essentially, they're trying to keep the blood flow going. And it's like if you've done a run, you shouldn't go and lie on the floor essentially and just stay there. You should keep your body moving. So it's kind of just a way of keeping yourself moving, keeping yourself active. Again, goes back to it, just be considerate of others. Make sure you're not walking in their way. Just essentially just make sure you're in your own space. But if you want to pace around and whatever, that's fine. I do think if you're using a weights machine and you're walking around for 10 minutes or whatever between sets, I said I would probably just move on, do another machine, and I said let someone else use it if it's busy. But again, it's just about the situation, really. If it's quiet, go for it. It's up to you. If it works for you and it's part of your training plan, who's anyone else to judge it? Ah! 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 Oh. Right, so do you get people that grunt and make loud noises and slam the weights down, which I won't do in my brother's room? Yes, you do. It is a bit of a stereotype, but there are always people at the gym. And I think a lot of the time it's because they're lifting a weight that's too heavy for them. And you tend to find what happens is their back goes and they're shouting around. Essentially, that's what's causing it. And to be honest with you, a lot of gyms do kind of say you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't, first of all, be slamming weights. You shouldn't be shouting. So if it was ever off-putting, you can sort of report it as well. But you tend to find if you speak to these people, I've obviously been in gyms, and sometimes you just might be using the same bit of equipment, and they're very polite. So I think there's a lot of times in just society in general, we judge people just based on what we see, but actually we've never spoken to them, and 90% of the time, actually, you realise that they're just like you. They're absolutely fine. They're just there to enjoy themselves and do it in a different way. I don't hear a lot of the grunting and stuff from people because I've got my headphones in. So my advice would be, if you sign up for a gym and you don't like the sort of noise of people slamming weights, one, either report it, or two, get some headphones, because actually the gym's boring without headphones anyway. Listen to music and you won't even notice it. Yeah, those showers are a bit nippy today, aren't they? Oof, yeah. No, I didn't do a workout today. I just came for the shower, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, you don't have to worry about your towel and hiding down there. That's fine. No, I don't worry about it. No, we're gym goers. We don't worry about other people's body. If you go to the gym, you're so athletic anyway. You don't need to worry about showering with clothes on. No, if you've got it, be proud of it. I don't care. Honestly, I've just sat here for 2 hours just waiting to dry out. Confirm I did have my shorts on behind that towel, but yeah, it is quite common. A lot of, particularly when I've been in change rooms, a lot of people do just walk around sort of naked in the change room. To be honest, it's absolutely fine. It doesn't really bother me, because I just can't do it myself. Because our change rooms at the gym don't actually have like a cubicle; they're just completely open. I have to shower in my pants because I just don't feel comfortable doing it. But I know some people don't worry at all. And again, it's just personal preference, really. It's a sort of stereotype that sort of a lot of people like to flaunt themselves. But as I said, I think that's a minor stereotype. I don't think that's a reason not to go to the gym. Of course, you can always just shower at home if not. Anyway, sometimes I do that. So yeah, just personal preference for that one. But I definitely at the moment just make sure I keep my pants in the shower because I just don't feel comfortable doing it. But each their own. Heading to Sainsbury's now. I actually realise I don't actually need as much stuff as I thought because Mum's bought me lentils. But yeah, a few things like beans and whatever. I did say I was going to wear my sort of head torch and training kit, but to be honest with you, the backpack I've worn a lot anyway, actually on these afternoon walks, as you would have seen. And the head torch, well, I'm going to wear that when I get back maybe tonight and use it on the treadmill. So yeah, I thought I'd just leave it. I thought it might look a bit strange using it in the brightest part of the day. I just want to also thank, as you would have just seen, the anonymous £20 donator, because said I don't know who it was, I don't know where it's come from, but if you are watching this, thank you very much. Very kind of you, because, you know, I'd love to thank you personally, but it's so nice that people just donate, and they're not doing it for any shows. So thank you very much for supporting me, and I said if you are watching these, thank you. And also to the Pigeon Club, my granddad's kind of sorted that out as well. I know none of you will be watching this, but if you are, and if my granddad ever was able to send you this clip, thank you very much as well. I said it's so amazing that there's people who I've never met before who are also donating as well. So very much appreciated. Not long to go now, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to share some pictures on the Just Giving page if you're on there anyway. So we're in Tesco. Beans, lentils, plain chicken, butter Mentos and protein bars. There's certainly plenty of beans here. Where are the ones I want though? That's the main thing. Let's get some of them. These should last me ages. I like these. Got all the stuff. Got lots. We've ended up. My brother's bought a ton of Oreos, to be fair, but we spent about £25 in total. I've got slightly more than I was bargaining for, but when I'm back, I'll reveal everything I've got. I'm looking forward to these meals. Back, which you can probably tell because my glasses still haven't reacted. So what did I buy? Well, interesting stuff. So I obviously bought my butter mints. So I'm going to take these on the day, kind of when I'm walking, really, just to suck them. They'll fit in my backpack. I bought 2 lots of these Protein Eat Naturals. They were cheaper than the Trek bars, which I really like. But yeah, 9 grams of protein, I think, in both, which is pretty good. This is what I'm going to use to do my cheesy beans. I haven't decided when I'm going to do them. That's too much reflection, but it's 3 bean salad. Now, I love this stuff. This stuff, you probably never really see it in the shop. You've probably never bought it. Peas pudding. It looks like the oldest sort of tin can label you've ever seen, but recommend it. I'll show you it when I have it, because you can have it hot or cold, but I like it. And then I only really wanted 2 of these, but I got 4, so I'm gonna have them for breakfast tomorrow. A weird breakfast. Remember that guy who said he was chicken man? Well, I've got 4 ready to eat chicken breasts, so yeah, gonna have a couple of them, and yeah, looking forward to it. So that's everything I bought. 2 boxes of protein bars, peas pudding, 3 bean salad, butter Mentos, some chicken. Random, but it's the diet of an ultra champion like myself. Rude not to try one, wouldn't it? Just got to check they're all right. I've got tonight my giant black pudding scotch egg, by the way, which I will show you and review in tomorrow morning's vlog. So, or when you see it tomorrow morning anyway in the vlog. So yeah, looking forward to trying that. I love black pudding, as you saw during the trip to the Premier Inn. I don't think it's going to be really heavy black pudding, but yeah, recommend it. Right, how do these taste? Butter Mentos. If anyone's got any lying around, you don't want them, send them my way. Is it me, or do I look ridiculous? Look at my hair. Now, obviously, I've got this head torch a little bit lower than I normally would, but I look like an old tennis player or something. So yeah, in terms of the settings, you've got sort of a red light there, and sorry, it's going to be really bright. You've also got that light there, and you can turn them on and off as you want it. Now, they also have settings where they can flash, so yeah, it's good. And the sort of white light here, you can dim it as well, so it's quite useful. I want to sort of test it maybe later tonight. Again, it'll be in tomorrow's vlog, just to see what it looks like when it's in the dark, because I've not used it really in the dark yet. I've used it on a couple of walks, but nothing too much. But I'm going to keep this on now for a couple of hours anyway, and just see how it feels on the head. Maybe go on the treadmill just for a little bit, and just, as I said, just kind of work it out for comfort, make sure it's the right size. Of course, if I've got a cap over top, all these little things that you just need to consider, and just so I know how to adjust it. So yeah, look ridiculous, but let's be honest, that's pretty usual with the stuff I do. Yeah, that's it for today. Got my head torch on, put it over my cap now, just trying that and experimenting. So I'll report back tomorrow what's most comfortable and what's best. So yeah, gym stereotype. There's certainly plenty out there, especially if you look online as well. Some, as I said, I think are true, and some I definitely don't think are true. But you get plenty of characters at a gym, and from my point of view, I always say this as well: just really being respectful of others is the main thing. Be aware that maybe your actions might be irritating to other people if you're close to them, and if someone wants to use a machine, you've been on it a while, just be respectful. I said we've all got different fitness goals and whatever there, but there's plenty of machines and whatever there, and it shouldn't stop you from having a good time, essentially. In terms of tomorrow, I want to look at things like equipment maintenance as well. So how can you make like your gym clothing or your fitness gear, or like the machines like this treadmill, how can you make them last a little bit longer? Because if you don't look after anything, it won't last. I'm going to go to the gym in the morning. It's probably my last proper sort of workout, so I'm not going to do too much. Again, as I say, it's all taper now. I'm thinking of maybe doing a short one on Wednesday as well, but as I say, it's going to be very much the last proper one tomorrow in terms of training before the event. So yeah, looking forward to doing that as well. And yeah, then it'll be a case of just filling the time for the few days before the event. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this one today. Hope you enjoyed Mapton again, and again, thanks for the extra donations today as well from whoever did kindly donate. If you're watching this, thank you very much, but appreciate them all. Catch you later.